Hi everybody, and welcome to a coffee video that's been dedicated to setting up the grinder on a Sage Barista Express. So this one here, this is a Barista Express. If you've got one like this, struggling to set up your grinder, watch this video and we'll have you creating amazing espressos in no time at all. So what you're going to need, you need obviously your coffee machine and some beans. So I'm going to use the full Italian, which is a dark Arabica roast. I'm going to need some scales. I'm going to need an espresso shot cup like this one, and obviously a group handle. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the old beans inside the hopper. So take the lid off, and it's just a twist of the little button at the top and then a lift. There we go. Okay, so you should be able to see where I've taken the hopper off now, and you can see all these old beans inside there near the blades. So I'm just going to get a teaspoon. There we go. A cup. I'm just going to get rid of some of these because it's really going to cause me a problem putting the hopper back on. So we don't want these are all wasted now, so I'm just going to knock these out. So I'm just doing this with things that I've got at home rather than going and buying more equipment. So you can buy little brushes and things. I'm just going to do it with a spoon. And then you'll be able to see the top of the blades. So you can see now, there we are, the blades are just inside there. I don't know whether you can see that or not clearly enough. And we need to get rid of all these that are sat in the groove because they're going to get in the way. Once we've done that, we can reseat Once I've cleared this, we can reseat the hopper. And then I'll just switch the machine on then just to grind put the hopper back. It doesn't want to go on. Why don't you want to go on? Okay, needs to do a bit more sorting out because it does not want to play the game, obviously. Here we go. That was turned. See this here? That was turned locked on, so it puts those. As you can see, when you put those, there we go. So we want those in, and fit that on, and there we go. Hopper's back on, in place, ready for beans, and we'll be ready to go in just a moment. Okay, so like I said before, first thing that I want to do is just get rid of the beans that are inside the actual blades. How I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use this cup. I put the waste in there. There's a little button inside. And click that. Just clearing that. As soon as I can hear that clear, I know there's no, and you'll be able to see in there old beans, old grind. And we go now to pop the full Italian. So, like I said, this is like a Starbucks coffee bean, so it's a full Arabica, it's a dark roast. It's not the easiest to set the grinder up on here. There are easier beans. The lighter the roast, the easier I think it is to set up. But, however, we'll have a go. I've not put the full bag, just about half a bag, so about 125 grams. I'll pop the lid on. Okay, we're ready to give it a try. Okay, so creating the perfect espresso, how do we do it? What's the easiest way to do it? So the way that you should do it is we need to weigh around about 18 grams of grind. Okay, so the grinder needs setting up, the dose needs setting up to produce me 18 grams, and then I need to dispense around about 63-65 grams of espresso over a 22-23 second period of time. How do we do that? Well, we're going to go, first step is we're going to see where the grinder is at now. So I'm going to weigh the group head, I'm going to weigh the grind, so I'm going to see how close to 18 grams I've got, and then we'll get it to 18 grams by adjusting on the side here and adjusting here, and then we're going to see how it runs. So we're going to look at the dispense, see what we need to adjust. It might be that I need to adjust the dispense time by using the program button so that it dispenses over a longer period of time. It might be that I need more grind, in which case I'm going to adjust this at the front, or it might be that I need to adjust the grind type, in which case I'm going to adjust the blades by using the side. Okay, so let's get on with it. I'm just going to use normal household scales, cheap Tesco's household scales. Wait for it to zero. I'm going to put the group handle on and I'm going to reset. That's going to give me a 0 when I put the group handle on. So anything I grind into the portafilter, when I weigh it, it will tell me exactly where I'm sat. So a key part is that we want a double shot. So to make sure that filter size is correct, make sure that the portafilter has got the double shot. It's the single wall, so it's not for pre-ground, it's for grinding, and it's ready to go. So I'm just going to place it straight on. And then with the Barista Express, we just click like this, and it's automatically dispensing. Right, so we'll weigh now and we'll see how much weight we've got. 15. So we know we need more. So in order to get more, we need to adjust the grind amount on the front of the machine. So if I just pan round and show you, here we go. So this one, we're going to just adjust it round to another section and we'll see how many grams we get from there. Okay, so this time I'm going to pop this on, which is just a cover, stops your grind getting all over your machine. Pop it on, we've done the adjustment, and we'll see where we're sat when that's finished grinding. Okay, so it's finished grinding, let's get it on the scales. Okay, the scales never lie. I need to take this top off though. 15. Okay. Okay, so what I've done is I've tried twice now and I've not quite got the weight that I want, so I'm going to tighten the grind. So this way to the left loosens it, this way tightens it. So we're going to go, that's the maximum. Right, now we're going to try. We've adjusted it slightly, we're going to give it a try. Pop it back under, see where we're grinding, see where it's going. Okay, we're going to pop that on the scales. I'm just going to move you That seems a bit weird. And that's giving me 56 grams because I've got the top on. That's still giving me 15. Okay, so what I've done this time is I've just increased the grind amount just one more. I'm going to set that off, see where we go. Okay, so this time it's giving me 16. So we know we're going in the right directions. I need 2 grams more, so I'm going to increase again the grind amount. We're going to go for one more shot and we'll see how that espresso pulls. Okay, this time it's giving me 17 grams I can live with, plus 1 or 2 is absolutely fine for this double shot. So let's tamp and see where we go. So always 3 stages: level, tamp and wipe. So tamp just on a hard surface. There we go. Take that off. Wipe the top so that we're not putting a load of grind up into our coffee machine. Pop the grip handle on. And what we're looking for is we're looking for this pressure gauge to be around about in the middle. What I will do though is I will weigh the espresso cup. So it's 161 grams. I've just zeroed it down. Pop that on. And we'll just run it this time and I'll time it. When I know it's something like, I'll time it, get the timing spot on. You can see the pressure gauge going up. Yeah, right there. That's really good. I'm waiting for the coffee to come through. We can have a look. Starting to drip now. It's positive. That is really coarse. So what we might need to do, so this time we got the weight. There's a really coarse grind and you can see that we only got a tiny bit of water come through, tiny bit of espresso. That'll be really strong, really horrible. You don't want that. So what we need to do is that we need to speed it up. So like I say, we're going to the left. So what we're doing is we're turning back, and every time we turn back a notch or two, we're going to end up with a certain amount of mil in there. So we're looking for around about I would say probably 34 mil, so we need a considerable amount more to do that, but not too much, too little or too fine, so that we end up not getting the pressure to get a decent espresso out. It sounds complicated, but when you start doing it the right way, you'll soon find out how easy it is. So at the moment, the setting on the side is on a number 2. I'm going to pull that right round. I'm going to go with a 6. Okay, big jump, but I know that there's a big jump because of the state of that espresso. I'm going to go with a 6. We'll give it away. We'll see how we go. Okay, quick. Okay, let's have a look. Now there's loads more. Tamp that down, give it a good tamp, give it a wipe, pop it on with the cup, and we'll give it a shot. So you can see it's starting to run faster, only slightly. We're going in the right direction. There we go, let's have a look. We're going in the right direction because we've got more coffee now, but we've not got enough coffee. It's very dark. As you can see, it's very, very dark. So that's completely wrong. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to increase from a 6 to an 8. There we go. But because I've done that, I'm going to end up with loads of grind. So I'm going to take that down 2 notches. Okay, so this time I weighed. I've got 18 grams of coffee, which is what I was looking for. So I know that the setup is right. Whether it's running fast or slow enough, I don't know. I know the setup is right. I've leveled, I'm going to tamp. I'm going to wipe, make sure I don't put any coffee up inside the machine. Got it on. Let's get an espresso cup. I just need to give that a rinse. And we'll see how good that coffee is now. Or whether it's better and whether we need to adjust. But once we've got it right, we know it's right for that bean, and it will be right for that bean for a very long time, as long as we're using that type. So we're starting to run a lot faster. Starting to look good. That's looking a little bit more like perfect. For a dark roast, it's giving me, from what I can see, it's giving me the right amount. The colour's looking great. The volume in the cup is looking good. I'm going to check the weight, so I need to do it one more time. Check the weight, check the timing of the dispense. I think the dispense seems to be around about okay from looking, but obviously it's not just visual, it's technical as well. Okay, let's hit this one more time and see whether we've actually managed to get this Arabica bean to conform to what we want. Okay, right, from the top, cover on, put it in. Okay, so don't forget, level, tamp, a good tamp, wipe so we're not putting coffee up inside the machine, pop the grip handle on, let's rinse this espresso cup again. And we'll pull this. See, we're not running out of water, so that's good. Looking good. Okay, I'm going to weigh it. Well, that's given me 68 grams, which is bang on, I think. I'd absolutely be happy with that. So I'd be happy that my grind and dose for this particular bean, and every single bean is different. So if I change the beans in the hopper, if I change them for another dark roast, then I've just got a little bit of adjustment to do. If I change it for a medium, so maybe I went with the Brazilian Santos, or I went for an Ethiopian, something that was a medium or a medium dark, I'm really going to have to work to get this back, because the settings will be very much different. Every single bean is different. But for this one, these ones, we've probably wasted about 100 grams of coffee trying to fix it, but you know, it's worth it because of the flavour at the end. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and we'll make a flat white, or make a cafe latte, and see what it tastes like. So here we go, our nicely set up machine ready for grind and dose. Here we go. Really, we're going to make a cafe latte more than a flat white, but we're going to put a pattern on the top and we'll see if it looks good. Perfect. I say, remember there's 3 steps: tamp, or level, tamp, and then we're going to tamp it off. Level, tamp, wipe. Shot goes on. Espresso cup goes under. And let's go for it. Perfect. So there's a shot I'm going to show you first. I'm just doing a short at the same time for YouTube. So there we go. The perfect shot and how to create it. Okay, so we've got our espresso. I'm going to pop that inside the cup. 1 double shot. Leave that there to settle. Steam the milk. So really easy. Sorry for standing in front of the camera then. I'm going to use the thermometer. Thermometer is a really good way of controlling your milk and your milk foam. Okay. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to move the group handle out of the way because it gives me a little bit more space. I'm going to knock the steam wand on, just to get the machine creating the steam before I drop that straight into the milk. If I do this, then I'm not going to get loads of water inside the milk, which is really not what we want. We want some good strong steam. There we go, pumping away. The Sage disco party going on. Move this to here. There we go. Right, then I'm going to pop that inside the milk. Okay. You can hear that milk chirping away there. You hear that sound? It sounds like, I think when I watched one of the Sage shorts on YouTube, it said it was like paper tearing. That's a really good descriptive way of talking about it. Creating that microfoam on top of the milk. I've made loads of videos about cappuccino, about cafe latte, about cortado, different milks. If you want to see a more in-depth version of how to steam milk, pop onto one of those and have a look. Again, if you want to buy coffee beans, pop onto my website. All the coffee beans that I use in the videos are all available there for pretty much immediate dispatch, depending on roasting times. Everything's freshly roasted. There we go. I've steamed that to 130, the idea being that it will hit 140. going to pick up a cloth. Really important that you wipe and just purge the steam out. Get any milk from inside there out. There we go, perfect. I'll always use the second jug because guarantee you use too much milk. There we go. You're totally the wrong way around, so I'm going to need to move. You let me just move the camera and then you can see me pull the shot. Okay, I'm hoping you'll be able to see this. Spin it round. Keep spinning the milk. We've got to keep the milk alive. Okay, so we're pouring round once, round twice, 3 times if you like. You start to see you've got those brilliant pattern coming out. There we go. Milk probably a little bit thick, but perfect. I'm happy with that. If you're happy with that, so there we go. We've done it. We've managed to do our grinding dose. We've managed to get the right dispense. We've managed to steam our milk well, and we've managed to create a cafe latte. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for joining me on the challenges of the grind and dose with the Arabica bean. I know it's not been an easy one, there's been loads of adjustments, but we got through it, we made a decent coffee in the end, made a really decent espresso in the end. So yeah, any problems that you have with the Barista Express, let me know. I'll try and help you in any way I can. Any problems with grind and dose, let me know. Or if you think that I could have done it in a different way, then please let me know. Just bear in mind that I have been a coffee shop manager for a long time, and I've been doing this for a long time, every single day. But this one was a particular challenge. But yeah, we managed to get there, and we got it in the weights, we got in the dispense time, and we got in the actual dose perfectly. So thank you for watching. See you next time.